Hello. So where are we up to? Last video I showed you, oh, Lana knows, I thought she was sitting nicely on her chair, but as soon as I start she jumps up and she wants to come and join. So Lana is coming and joining us again. I'll see if I can do it with her on my lap. She just knows. So where did we get up to? So I was on the last vlog, I had frogged it, ripped it back, and I was showing you, and then I don't like to look back at these when I do them. I just put them out there into the internet, and I realized that I probably should have redone that one because I kept saying into the stitch, but I wasn't telling you which stitch. So the stitch you go into when you're pulling back is the one below. So that's Lana knocking the table. So you're gonna go where the yarn is, and then you're going to go into the stitch. This is if you want to rip back, you go into the stitch below. So you've got the stitch on the needle. Again, I'll do a video to show you, but it's the stitch below that you go into and pull back. So I'll show you that. Oh, and then I did a sneaky peek of how much I've done. So yeah, so took back to here on the last vlog. Then I did a picture, I put a picture up of the 2 rows I've done. And then this is the rows I did, which I did while watching the Bake Off. I didn't manage to watch that when it was actually on, so I watched it on Awful. And that, sometimes when I do knitting and I look back at it, it reminds me of what I was watching. So that was the Bake Off. They were doing biscuits, biscuit week, and custard creams. So that pattern is correct now. I actually read the pattern this time. I looked at the pattern, obviously knitted, designed it 6 years ago. Why would I think I would remember the pattern? Who knows? Done so many patterns since then. So that's how far I got. So that's why sometimes when you think, oh, I've got to take it back, I'd always be looking at that mistake, whereas now I've corrected it. So just a short and sweet one today. Because I'll just carry on knitting the sock and catch you up on other things, because maybe we'll talk about other things rather than Socktober. So I'll knit the Gael sock, but then yeah, maybe we'll have a little chat about what else I'm up to, because while I couldn't work out the sock, while that was going wrong, I was knitting a hat. I was knitting the rice hoop hat, and also through chatting through some of the knitters that pop into the studio, I have come up with another design idea which I quite like to do. So I've got a hat and a sock on the needles at the moment, and then another design that I quite like to knit, as well as a few designs that need to be sewn together. Oh, and one design which needs to be, so I've already got some designs I did for Yarndale, but then one design which is a new design which I like to write the pattern up for that. So there's quite a few things in the knitting part of my life that I need to do, as well as being busy helping knitters in the studio, which has been lovely because the weather's changed. It's getting a bit darker and everyone's wanting some cozy knitting for the summer. Okay, short and sweet one today. This is Lana, and we're gonna say goodbye.